Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Noob, and today I'm back at you with another video of Assassin's Creed Shadows on its second day of release. This is going to be a hot take video because I'm going to say and express my thoughts and opinions about this game and comparing it to another Japanese title and samurai style of a game. Before we dive right on into it and continue with the video, please turn your devices/players to its maximum resolution. Now let's get right into the topic, shall we? So I want to say this franchise is an ongoing franchise for, I've lost track of how many years. I've ended Assassin's Creed 1, I've ended Assassin's Creed 2, I've ended Assassin's Creed 3. I was close to ending Black Flag, which was one of my favorite Assassin's Creed out of all the franchises. Next thing I know, we had Origins, then we had Odyssey, and then we had Valhalla, which I was already tired by the time we got to those branches of the franchise. And then recently, before Assassin's Creed Shadows, we had Mirage, which I chose not to even subscribe to the Ubisoft account to get it for a discounted price or play the game in general, even though that game got mixed signals. You know, a lot of reviewers and people that played the game and reviewed the game said it was a good game, said it looked great, said it was kind of a return to the format of how it originally was and making the game smaller, more linear than what it typically has been over the past few years, a la Valhalla, Origins, and Odyssey. So out of all these years this franchise has been out, I've literally only ended 3 of the Assassin's Creed games, which was the first 3. And the closest to finishing one after those 3 was Black Flag, which was really, really good. I enjoyed the hell out of some Black Flag. Sure, there's a lot of Black Flag lovers out there. Which brings us to present/current day. The arrival of Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I'm going to be honest, right? So, like I said, I wanted to compare it to another samurai style game, which was the exclusive game that was built on the PlayStation 4 called Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Tsushima. And to be fair, being that I'm Xbox only and this is an Xbox channel, I have never played it, but I have seen footage of it. I actually, before I decided to create this video, I just went and looked at 2 different quick snippets on YouTube of some gameplay of it. One being from, I think, IGN, and another from some other creator, which none of those videos, for whatever reason, had a 4K upload of the game. I saw 1080p and a 1440p, and I didn't even bother to adjust the settings for the video quality of the video. I looked at it from my cell phone and I said, the game does look great. It does, still to this day. The game is, I don't even know how many years old. It's a couple of years old now. The game has aged well. It looks great. The gameplay and mechanics looks great. Like I said, I just looked at it before I decided to create this video. But in my humble opinion, I think Assassin's Creed Shadows is overall the better looking game. It is very, very good and well crafted of a game from Ubisoft. It is still very large in template size when in comparison and scale to Valhalla, Origins, and Odyssey, with a very, very large open world. And it has its own unique qualities. It's slightly different from like previous Assassin's Creed games. Her, which is, they call her now, or Neo, however they pronounce it, she's more stealthy and prone to doing assassination moves. You can assassinate with Yasuke, but it's more brutal and more straightforward, in your face power. He's a samurai, a black samurai, and his gameplay and whole style is built off of power versus hers, where you're mostly trying to sneak around and avoid getting into direct combat, which she is really, really deadly. It took me a full day to start to really get the hang of her combat and gameplay, or the gameplay mechanics in general. And then I started to actually say, nah, I really like her. And I finally unlocked Yasuke. And I'm really, really a big fan of his playstyle too. It's like the game gives you two different avenues on how you want to play, which is you can play as either character. You want to be more stealthy, more quicker, more agile, and you play as the girl now. And if you want to be more brute and straightforward and being able to just say, you know what, I'm gonna fight 20 damn ninja and samurai at one time, then yeah, like you can do it with her too. If your skill set is up there, you can do that. But he is more susceptible and capable of doing that feat. Now, a lot of you are probably like, are pissed off right now off of my opinion if you've gotten this far and saying, well, how are you going to say this game is better than Ghost of Tsushima? It isn't better graphically. It isn't better gameplay wise. It isn't better story wise. I'm telling you, off of my 24 hours of gameplay, it's maybe slightly over, that the game is well rounded as far as combat, story, and graphics. Being that we're in the generation of PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, Series S, and Series X, and PC gaming being in a tier of its own, which I don't even want to get into PC gaming. This game, you can go check Digital Foundry out because they just put out, I just seen a video of them earlier saying this, which is, and I totally agree, it's one of the best looking games that has recently come out. In general, it is one of the best looking games. Period. This is not assumption. This is not debate. Now you're saying to yourself, well, Ghost of Tsushima looks great, and everything about Ghost of Tsushima is great, and you've never played it. You can't make this. You can't make that statement and that opinion. You can't say that. Yes, I can, because I've seen it. I've seen it. It is nowhere near the level of detail, and like I said, it's a beautiful looking game. It has some great features to it too, but it's not on par with Assassin's Creed. And this is why, because the game Ghost of Tsushima was built on PS4 in mind of whatever engine it's running. It was designed for PlayStation 4, as in Assassin's Creed Shadows was literally built from the ground up with PC in mind, which that has definitely been like the most worst version of the game. So I'm hearing the word of the gaming community. PC port isn't really good, but on console, it's really good. I have no complaints. They say the PS5 Pro is the best way to play it. That's fine. That's cool. You know, you get the ray trace shadows, and no, not the shadows, the ray trace reflections, because it has ray trace shadows on here and ray traced illumination on here as well. But as we're running out of time, the game, it's just awesome. If you're on console, it doesn't matter which console you're playing it on. It is a sight to behold. It is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best Assassin's Creed games ever made, from gameplay and visuals. And that's all the time that I have for this video. Stay tuned for more. If you made it this far, do your boy a favor, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for much, much more content as I upload daily. Check out my shorts. You can follow me on social media, which my social medias are also linked in my channel's bio. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm going to get up out of here. It's been real. You guys have an awesome weekend and week. Until next time, peace and be well, everyone. Noob out.